Introduction. What if I told you that 40% of Americans are walking around with a hidden deficiency that's silently affecting their bones, immunity, and even their mood? And what's more shocking, nearly a quarter are severely deficient in this crucial nutrient. Welcome to Health Horizons, the podcast where science meets practical living. I'm your host, and today we're diving deep into one of the most overlooked nutrients in our modern diet, vitamin D. Before we begin this life-changing journey together, I want to personally invite you to hit that subscribe button and share this episode with someone who cares about their health. Your support helps us reach more people with evidence-based health information that can truly transform lives. So here's my question for you. When was the last time you thought about your vitamin D intake? Not just popping a supplement, but actually nourishing your body the way nature intended. Stay with me for the next 20 minutes, and I promise you'll discover 6 scientifically backed ways to naturally boost your vitamin D levels that could revolutionize your health journey.
Part 1. The Vitamin D Crisis: Understanding the Problem. Let's start with some eye-opening facts that might surprise you. According to recent nutritional research, vitamin D plays an absolutely crucial role in multiple body functions. We're talking bone health, immunity, muscle function, metabolism, and even brain health. Yet, here's the alarming reality. Our food sources of vitamin D are incredibly limited compared to most other vitamins and minerals. The Food and Nutrition Board has established clear guidelines recommending that adults aim for 600 to 800 international units of vitamin D daily. However, and this is important to note, some professional societies have different guidelines due to what researchers describe as an incomplete understanding of vitamin D and its clinical implications. Now, here's where it gets concerning. When we fall short of adequate vitamin D levels, we're not just talking about feeling a little tired. Research shows that vitamin D deficiency can increase the risk of pregnancy complications, autoimmune disorders, chronic diseases like diabetes and cancer, and mental health issues, including depression. But here's the encouraging news, and this is why I'm so passionate about sharing this with you today. With focused effort and the right knowledge about foods and habits, it is absolutely possible to get adequate vitamin D without relying solely on supplements. Some individuals may still need supplementation, and I always recommend consulting with your healthcare provider for personalized guidance. The beauty of nature is that it has provided us with multiple pathways to nourish our bodies. Today, we're going to explore 6 evidence-based strategies that can transform your vitamin D status naturally. These aren't just theoretical concepts. These are practical, delicious, and sustainable approaches that you can start implementing today.
Part 2. The top 3 natural vitamin D powerhouses. Let's dive into our first 3 vitamin D champions, starting with what I consider the absolute king of natural vitamin D sources. Strategy number 1, wild-caught fatty fish, nature's vitamin D gold mine. Catherine Brooking, Master of Science and registered dietitian, points out that if you're searching for vitamin D sources, especially during those challenging winter months when sunlight becomes scarce, fatty fish are among the richest natural food sources available. Here's where it gets fascinating, and this is crucial information that most people don't know. Wild-caught fatty fish contain significantly more vitamin D than their farmed counterparts. Let me give you some specific numbers that will blow your mind. 3 ounces of cooked wild-caught sockeye salmon delivers an impressive 570 international units. That's nearly 95% of your daily vitamin D needs in just 1 serving. Compare that to farmed salmon, which provides approximately 250 to 400 IU. The difference is substantial and scientifically documented. If salmon isn't your preference, don't worry. Mackerel, herring, and sardines are also excellent vitamin D sources. The beautiful thing about incorporating more fish into your diet is the simplicity. Fresh or frozen fillets can go directly into your pan, oven, or grill. No defrost time required. Here's a pro tip for those who find fish intimidating. It tastes absolutely delicious with just a dash of black pepper, garlic, or a squeeze of lemon, which actually helps reduce any fishy taste. Canned or smoked fish work wonderfully too. Simply drain the liquids and add them to salads or sandwiches. Strategy number 2, UV-exposed mushrooms, the plant kingdom's vitamin D secret. This might surprise you. Among all the colorful fruits and vegetables in your local produce department, the only ones that naturally contain vitamin D are UV-exposed mushrooms. This is a game-changing piece of information. Catherine Brooking's research shows us that mushrooms exposed to UV light, such as maitake or UV-treated portobello, can provide 150 to 200 international units per 100 grams, with some varieties reaching an impressive 400 to 500 IU per serving. The versatility of mushrooms is incredible. You can enjoy them raw in salads, use portobello mushrooms as vessels for baked eggs, or substitute them for traditional burger buns. They're fantastic in stir-fries, grilled, or air-fried. Here's a crucial absorption tip based on nutritional science. Pair your mushrooms with healthy fats like olive oil, avocado oil, or a sprinkle of nuts and seeds. Why? Because having fat in your digestive system helps your body absorb vitamin D more effectively. It's a fat-soluble vitamin after all. Strategy number 3, the complete egg. Don't skip the golden treasure. Let's address a common misconception. Egg yolks have been unfairly criticized by various diet trends, but they're actually nutritional powerhouses. They're a source of vitamin D plus a wealth of other vital nutrients including phosphorus, iron, folate, choline, and high-quality protein. One large egg provides 44 international units of vitamin D, which represents about 6% of the daily value. But here's where it gets really interesting. If those hens are pasture-raised or fed vitamin D-enriched feed, that number can jump to as high as 500 IU per yolk. The preparation possibilities are endless. Scrambled, hard-boiled, sunny-side up in a pita, on top of whole wheat toast, mixed with vegetables or baked in tomato sauce. Eggs are versatile, nutrient-dense, and an absolutely delicious way to naturally boost your vitamin D intake. Part 3. The final strategies and practical implementation. Now let's explore our final 3 strategies that complete your natural vitamin D toolkit. Strategy number 4. Fortified dairy, the reliable foundation. Jamie Moak, Master of Science and registered dietitian, explains that whether you prefer skim, reduced fat, whole, or lactose-free dairy milk, almost all milk varieties sold in the United States contain vitamin D. Here's the key scientific fact. Regardless of fat level, almost all cow's milk sold in the U.S., including lactose-free varieties, is fortified with a standardized amount of vitamin D. 1 cup of milk typically contains 120 international units, which represents roughly 15% of the daily value for vitamin D. The practical applications are limitless. Incorporate vitamin D-rich milk into smoothies, lattes, tea, overnight oats, chia pudding, or simply enjoy it by the glass for a quick vitamin D boost. Strategy number 5. Fortified orange juice, the sunshine in a glass. Sweet, tangy, and refreshing, orange juice is one of America's most popular beverages, and fortified varieties supply not only vitamin C, but also vitamin D and calcium. 1 cup of fortified orange juice contains approximately 100 international units. The important caveat: always check the label, as not all brands include fortification. Here's a brilliant synergy tip from nutritional science. Pair your orange juice with avocado and peanut butter-topped whole wheat toast. All 3 foods are excellent sources of magnesium, another mineral that assists with vitamin D absorption. It's like creating a nutritional symphony in your body. Strategy number 6. Smart sun exposure, working with nature safely. Your skin produces vitamin D when exposed to UVB rays, and even casual outdoor time counts. We're talking about playing tennis, golfing, gardening. You don't need to intentionally tan. However, sun exposure does come with real risks, including melanoma, so smart exposure is key. The American Institute of Family Research provides clear guidance. You don't need extended outdoor time. Skin tone and time of day are crucial factors to consider. Most people can produce adequate vitamin D with just 5 to 30 minutes of sun exposure twice weekly. After those initial minutes, applying sunscreen is recommended. Let me share some real-world implementation strategies that can make these changes sustainable and enjoyable. For busy mornings, try adding wild-caught fatty fish to breakfast sandwiches or omelets. Transform your avocado toast by topping it with sardines or smoked salmon. It's an easy and delicious vitamin D boost that takes minutes to prepare. Create vitamin D-rich grain bowls by combining UV-exposed mushrooms with eggs and a drizzle of olive oil. The healthy fats will enhance absorption while creating a satisfying, nutritious meal. Blend fortified orange juice into smoothie bowls or fruit popsicles for a refreshing treat that serves your health goals. You can even whisk it into homemade salad dressings for an unexpected nutritional boost. Part 4. The science of supplementation and personalized approach. Let's address an important question that many of you are probably wondering about. Who actually needs vitamin D supplementation? The Endocrine Society released new guidelines in 2024 that provide crucial clarity on this topic. These evidence-based recommendations state that healthy adults under the age of 70 typically do not require vitamin D supplementation when following a well-planned diet that includes the strategies we've discussed today. However, the guidelines identify specific populations who may benefit from additional vitamin D. Adults over 70, children, and adolescents may require supplementation due to increased needs or absorption challenges. Pregnant individuals require enhanced vitamin D intake to help reduce the risk of preeclampsia, preterm birth, and other delivery complications. The research also reveals that people with prediabetes may benefit from increased vitamin D intake and potential supplementation. This connection between vitamin D and metabolic health represents an exciting area of ongoing research. What I find remarkable about the natural approaches we've discussed today is their sustainability and additional health benefits. When you choose wild-caught fatty fish, you're not just getting vitamin D. You're also receiving omega-3 fatty acids that support heart and brain health. When you select UV-exposed mushrooms, you're adding powerful antioxidants and immune-supporting compounds to your diet. The beautiful reality is that optimal nutrition rarely exists in isolation. These vitamin D-rich foods work synergistically with other nutrients to support your overall health and vitality. It's about creating a lifestyle that honors your body's natural nutritional needs while enjoying delicious, satisfying foods. Remember, consistency matters more than perfection. Start by incorporating one or two of these strategies into your weekly routine. Maybe it's adding wild-caught salmon to your shopping list, or experimenting with UV-exposed mushrooms in your favorite recipes. Small, sustainable changes create lasting transformation. Before we conclude today's episode, I want to emphasize something critically important. The information shared in this podcast is for educational purposes and should not replace professional medical advice. Always consult with your healthcare provider before making significant changes to your diet or health routine, especially if you have existing health conditions or are taking medications. Your health journey is unique, and what works optimally for one person may need adjustment for another. A qualified healthcare professional can help you determine your individual vitamin D status through proper testing and provide personalized recommendations based on your specific needs, lifestyle, and health history. Conclusion. As we wrap up today's journey through the world of natural vitamin D optimization, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude for joining me today. Your commitment to learning about evidence-based nutrition and taking proactive steps toward better health is truly inspiring. We've covered 6 powerful, scientifically backed strategies that can transform your vitamin D status naturally: wild-caught fatty fish, UV-exposed mushrooms, whole eggs, fortified dairy milk, fortified orange juice, and smart sun exposure. Each of these approaches offers not just vitamin D, but a wealth of additional nutrients that support your overall well-being. If today's episode provided value for your health journey, I have a special request. Please take a moment to subscribe to Health Horizons if you haven't already. It truly helps us reach more people with life-changing health information. Share this episode with family members, friends, or colleagues who could benefit from these natural vitamin D strategies. I'd love to hear about your experiences implementing these approaches. Leave a positive comment sharing which strategy you're most excited to try, or tell us about your success stories. Your engagement creates a supportive community where we can all learn and grow together. Next week, we'll be exploring another crucial aspect of nutritional wellness that directly impacts your energy levels and longevity. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss this game-changing information. Until then, remember that every healthy choice you make is an investment in your future self. Your body has an remarkable ability to heal and thrive when given the right nutrients and care. Thank you for being part of the Health Horizons community. Keep shining bright, and I'll see you next week for another episode of Evidence-Based Health Transformation. Final reminder, this podcast content is for educational purposes only and does not replace professional medical advice. Please consult with qualified healthcare providers for personalized health recommendations.